That's what those referees deserve after wrongfully ruling out our first goal. You may think a certain player played well, you may think a certain player did not play well, but one thing we can all agree on, that was a Paul Pogba masterclass. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Manchester United 3, and revenge has been completed. That's what those referees and Jose Mourinho deserve after ruling out our beautiful first goal, Paul Pogba's assist and Edison Cavani's goal. But I don't want to dwell on the negatives right now, guys. I don't want to dwell on the negatives. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers before the season ends, guys. So if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed as yet to this channel, hit that subscribe button and help me get to that target, guys. That second half performance was probably the best performance I've seen Manchester United put up apart from the Manchester City game. That second half was total domination. It was perfect, that second half. It was perfect, guys, perfect. The first half, we were okay. So were Tottenham. It was a game where any team could really take their chances in the first half. Tottenham scored their first goal. Tottenham scored their goal where it was a wrongful decision on Man United. They scored their first goal. It was a beautiful first goal from Tottenham. But the way we responded, guys, and the people constantly ask, can Manchester United continue going down in games and coming back to win? And the answer is yes, because we're resilient and we've got our players. You guys don't understand. Our players are really, really good. We've got top class players, and we've got one player that's a world superstar, and he's world class. The biggest player on that pitch today. When he stepped up, no one else could step up. No one else could come close to him when he stepped up. He stepped up, everybody stepped down. And I'm talking about Pogba. I want to talk about this guy. I'm talking about Pogba. What a performance. What a second half performance from Pogba. First off, he was okay. He gave away a lot of balls in the first half, but he was okay. He wasn't our worst player on that pitch. And as I always say about Pogba, one thing you cannot deny him. No matter what's happening in his personal game, he will always demand the ball. He'll always come short and show himself for the ball and try and get on the ball. Whereby we have certain other players, and I don't want to name them now because we won. I don't want to be negative. But we have certain other players that when the going gets tough, they hide on the pitch. And you saw it again today. There was a player that was hiding in that pitch. I won't mention his name, but he played in the midfield, in the double pivot. And when things don't go his way, or when the game is played at such a high level, he goes missing and he hides. But one thing with Pogba, he always shows himself. He always wants the ball. And that's what you saw in the first half. Yes, he won fantastic in the first half, but he was okay. As I said, he was no way our worst player. In fact, he was one of our best players, even in the first half. Albeit the whole team was actually average in the first half. Come that second half, his game elevated to such a high level, guys. This guy, he's so big, he's so strong. The way he holds the ball, no one can get the ball from him when he holds the ball up. I mean, he's holding the ball better than number 9's hold the ball, let's be honest. He's holding up players on the same level as Harry Kane. And Harry Kane, that's a part of being a striker, is your hold-up game. You have to have a hold-up player as a striker. And Pogba does that same thing that strikers do. When his back is towards the goal, he holds the ball and he can pin a defender back. Defender has no chance of getting the ball because Paul Pogba is big, he's strong, and he's got long legs. When you think he's going to lose the ball, you know when he does a bit too much with the ball, and you think that he's going to lose the ball, but his long legs stretch out to get the ball back in possession. And Jesse Lingard said it, I think, last season. He said, the most difficult player to mark in United is Paul Pogba. The most difficult, I think it was Jesse Lingard or Luke Shaw, you can correct me in the comments, but they said the most difficult player to mark at United is Paul Pogba because he's so big, he's so strong, and his legs are so long. He always claws the ball back. He said, when you think you got the ball, you just see his long legs come back and claw it. That's why they also call him like octopus and stuff like that. But this guy is so good, guys. And let me just put this out here personally. I don't like him playing on the left wing. For me, his best position, and he also confirmed his best position, is on the left of a midfield three, playing box to box as a number 8. That's where I want to see Pogba, on the left of a midfield three, playing box to box as a number 8. Unfortunately, the manager does not play that formation. In order to play that formation, one of the primary ways that formations to choose in order to play that midfield three is 4-3-3. Our manager plays 4-2-3-1, so there's no way Paul can play that role. He can't. So my personal preference for Paul is to play on the left of a midfield three as a number 8. However, I'm fine with seeing Pogba playing on the left wing. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with Pogba playing any position in the attacking phase. Any position. As long as he's not playing in that double pivot next to Scott, next to Fred, next to Matic. As long as he's not playing as a CDM, I'm fine with him playing in any attacking positions. And he does it so comfortably. It's like Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane played on the left wing in a 4-2-3-1 for Real Madrid. He's not a winger. He never had the pace to be a winger. But these are attacking midfielders that can play these positions. It's same like Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish plays on the left wing for Aston Villa. He's not a left winger. Doesn't have the pace to be a left winger. But these are attacking midfielders that their football IQ is so high, they can play in these positions. And they play in these positions, and they don't play as a left winger, they play as a left attacking midfielder, and they play in the pockets. They play in the pockets on the left channel, and they drift in. Now, I'm fine with seeing Paul Pogba there as long as he's not playing in that double pivot as a CDM. And this was a performance to show all of our fans that Paul Pogba is better playing in an attacking role than he is playing as a CDM. If you play him in that double pivot, you're taking away so much from him. The only thing he can do in the double pivots is play passes. That's the only thing he can do is play passes. Whereas if you've got him in an attacking role as a number 8 or even as a left winger, he can do everything and he literally fulfills his potential. He can play the passes, he can play the through balls because he's closer to the striker. He can hold up the ball, he can run with the ball into spaces, he can dribble defenders. Let me put this out there as well. Paul Pogba is our best dribbler. This guy's a midfielder. And he's our best dribbler at the club. The best dribbler. He got the most skill at Man United. He can dribble with the ball, as I've said. He can run into the box and get on the end of things into the box. There's so many things that he can do playing in an attacking role. I don't want to see him playing as a DM. I don't want to see it, guys. So this performance, the second half performance from Paul Pogba was so good. So good. And let me just read out his stats for you guys. Let me just read out his stats for you, so you can see how good this guy was. 88.4% pass accuracy. 88.4%, and that is a very good pass accuracy. Very good. He made 2 key passes. He made 2 out of 4 long balls completed. Now let's understand something. He's playing on the left wing, guys. So in the left wing, you're not going to make long passes. That's not part of the job as a left winger. You get on the end of long passes as a left winger, but you're not going to make the long passes. As a central midfielder, that's where you make the long passes. So 2 out of 4 long passes completed, which is average, but as I said, that's not part of his role as a left winger. Then he had 6 out of 8 successful dribbles completed. 6 out of 8. That is very good, guys. That is very, very good. Compared to Rashford, the statistics that Rashford puts up when he dribbles on the left wing, total contrast. And that's why I said this guy's our best dribbler. He's our most skillful player. His skill is outstanding. Outstanding. 4 out of 5 aerial duels won. I saw him winning headers in our box. Couple minutes later, holding up the ball in the attacking phase of the game. Outstanding. Outstanding. 4 out of 5 aerial duels won. Lost possession 20 times, which was not good. Clearances, 4 clearances, 1 interception. Man of the match performance from me for Paul Pogba. Man of the match, got his assist later on in the game for Mason Greenwood's goal that he rightfully deserved. Man of the match performance from me. But that's Paul Pogba's game, guys. Good, as I said, second half, outstanding performance from Man United. The way we were the way we were in the game in the second half. Yes, Tottenham also got on the ball and Tottenham also looked dangerous, you know. And anyone in that second half, before we scored our goals, anyone in the second half could go on to win the game. Anyone could win. When it was 1-1, anyone could go on to win the game. But then we got our second goal. But let's just talk about the first goal. The first goal from Fred. What play? Fred was having a shocker game for me. A shocker game. His passing is so bad. I don't understand how Pep Guardiola looked at this guy, because his passing is so bad. But we know Pep is a proper coach. He's the best coach in the game. Not manager, coach. It's a difference. He's the best coach in the game. We know that. He's also the best manager, but I'm saying there's a difference between a manager and a coach. And we see it at United. We've got a manager, but we don't have a coach. Ollie's not a coach. Ollie's a manager. He is not a coach. He confessed it to us on television where he told Gary Neville he's not taking coaching sessions. So that's not me sucking things out. That's me telling you the truth. That's what Ollie said. He's not coaching. But you got Pep Guardiola that can coach players. So he can bring average players and make them very good players. But as it stands right now, Fred's passing is so bad. It's so bad. The amount of times that I saw Fred pass that ball out, especially in the first half, was so bad. I'm talking about it was bad. But then he got his goal, and a vital goal for us that put us now tie on Tottenham. And his goal is outstanding because he started the goal. He started the goal. It was 1 and 2 touch football. I think he gave it to Bruno. Bruno gave it back to him. He gave it to Cavani. Cavani gave it back to him. He gave it to Cavani. Cavani shot, and then he put the ball in the net with a rebound. But the good thing, and what Fred showed in that build-up, is not passing and staying still. And that's one of the criticisms I have against United, which shows me that the team is not really coached, is that whenever a United player passes the ball, they stand still. The exact position that they pass the ball, they stay in the exact same position. Playing football is about passing and moving. You give the ball, you go into a position to receive the ball again. It's passing and moving. The best teams do it. The biggest teams do it the best. But if you want an example of passing and moving, the best team right now is Real Madrid. Go and watch those guys, or watch them this week coming up in the Champions League against Liverpool. You'll see how well they pass and move. Outstanding. When Modric passes the ball, he takes a couple steps to receive the ball again. And it's just continuous patterns. And that's what Fred done. Fred passed the ball, he went into a position to receive it, and so forth. And he followed up on his pass, and it is 1 and 2 touch football. And it is football. When you play that kind of football, the opposition cannot get close to you. And that's why I always stress, guys, we need to be playing 1 touch, 2 touch football. No player in the team except for the wingers and the fullbacks need to be taking more than 2 touches on the ball. No player, especially the midfield, guys. Especially the midfield. You have to keep it ticking. Yes, I understand the whole game you can't play that, but there has to be moments in the game where you play that football. And we played that football for Fred's goal. And let me also say this to you, that had nothing to do with coaching. That was just one player, Fred, just bopping it around. And it is a very good goal from him, because he started the move, which was a brilliant move, and then he got on the rebound, which was very good as well. So I was happy for Fred that he got a goal. However, the performance before the goal was really alarming. Really alarming. And then we got our second. And once United get the first goal, we're always going to win that game. We've got the best win ratio coming from behind. We've got the best win ratio. No other team can come to us. And it starts also with a mentality, and it's a resilient thing, guys. It's a resilience, and it's a continuous believing that you can do it. I believe that we can do it. I believe that we can do it. And that's how the team does it. They believe in themselves that we can get that victory. Then we went for the second goal. The second goal was Cavani's goal. Brilliant goal. Mason Greenwood came on and gave that assist. That was a top-class assist. But this is why, guys, I always say that I want a target man number 9. I don't want these Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford number 9s. I want a target man number 9, because oftentimes, how many times we've seen Anthony Martial not in the box? How many times we see Anthony Martial not in the right place at the right time? Cavani is known. Proper number 9s are known for being in the right place at the right time. They are known to be inside the box. And that's what Cavani gives you. That's what he gives you, and I love Cavani. Cavani, when he was in his prime at PSG, was one of my favorite strikers in the world. I loved his movements. I loved the way he was scoring his goals. He scores with his right, with his left, and with his head. Now when you look at Martial, and this is not me bantering Martial, this is me stating the facts and trying to show you fans that there's levels to being a striker. Look at Martial, he's only scoring with his right foot. He's not scoring with his left, and he's certainly not scoring with his head. So he's only scoring with his right foot. But the best of strikers, how to charge a top striker, is his ability to score with his left foot, his right foot, and his head. Then you know you got a top class striker that can score in any part of the game. In any part of the game, whether you crossing the ball, he can score. Whether he needs to run onto the ball, he can score. Whether he's scoring tap-ins with his left foot, his right foot, he can score. So you saw the Cavani goal, brilliant diving header. I love headed goals. I love headed goals. You all know that celebration. Brilliant Cavani goal. And we got our third goal at the end of the game. Paul Pogba again dribbling past defenders like they're not there. Dribbling like how a winger should dribble. But this guy's a midfielder. This guy is just levels, and he's a world-class player. One of the biggest players in the game and one of the best players in the game as well. Does things that no other midfielder can do. No midfielder got the dribbling ability as Pogba. I'm sorry. Thiago can dribble, but not like Pogba, guys. Pogba's his range of dribbling is so good. And so that's what you saw for the third goal. He dribbled past that defender and he slotted it to Greenwood. An amazing finish from Greenwood as well. And I'm happy for Greenwood. Greenwood got an assist and a goal. And I'm happy for him because it's been a hard season for him. But he's coming back. He's coming back at the tail end of the season. He's finishing strong and it's good. It's good because the boy has talent. He has serious talent. And I'm happy for him. But as I've said, guys, second half performance, top second half. First off, the game was in the balance. Both teams were okay. Both teams were poor at stages. But the second half was so good. So, man of the match, guys, I gave Paul Pogba. But let's just run through the player ratings for you. Dean Henderson, I thought Dean Henderson made some good saves with his legs especially. Made some very good saves with his legs. I give Dean Henderson a 7. When he was called upon, he made the saves. So 7 for Dean Henderson. He had no chance for that goal. The first goal that Tottenham scored, there was no chance. There was no chance. So 7 for Dean Henderson. Wan-Bissaka. I saw Wan-Bissaka in attacking phases of the game. I saw him in attacking positions, of the game. Taking up attacking positions on the edge of Tottenham's box, which was very good. And I was happy with that. But his final delivery, his final product is just not good. It's just not good. But I'll probably give him a 6.5. I saw intent from him in attacking phase. I'll give him a 6.5. Lindelof was at fault for the goal. So I'm gonna give Lindelof a 6. He was at fault for the goal. You saw he tried and kicked the ball when Harry Kane played the ball to Lucas. He tried and kicked the ball and he miskicked. So 6 for him. Harry Maguire, never see too much with Harry. Okay performance from Harry Maguire. I'm going to give him a 6 as well. Luke Shaw, I'm going to give a 6.5 as well. I saw him take up attacking positions. I never see too much apart from that. But I'm going to give him a 6.5 as well. Scott McTominay, I'm going to give Scott probably a 4. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to give Scott a 4. 4 is harsh. 4 is harsh. One of the reasons why I'm going to give him a low rating is because the guy was hiding. Total hiding in the game. He got that yellow card and after that he was just hiding in the game. Hiding, misplacing passes. I never see him in the game. They were bypassing him as well in the game. So I'm going to give him a 4 is hard because we won the game. So I think I'll just give him a 5. I'll give him a 5 because we won the game. Because we won the game, so I'm going to be lenient. A 5. Fred, I give Fred a 6. Very good first goal. As I'm a 6.5, sorry, 6.5. Very good first goal. But as I'm saying, his overall performance, you can question it, especially with the passing. But he gave us that goal that we needed. He made that goal. Without Fred, that goal is not getting created. He created that goal. He started the play. So 6.5 for me from Fred. Then we go on to the right wing. Marcus Rashford, a 6. Never do much. Never do much in the game. I still think Rashford is injured. And I hope Oli doesn't start Rashford against Granada. He doesn't need to start. We've got a 2-0 lead. Rashford should not start. A 6 from Rashford. A 6 from for Bruno as well. Bruno is another player that in moments of the game you could not see him. Then when he did come alive, then when he did get on the ball in moments of games, he wasn't really affecting the game. He wasn't making key passes. What I will say for the second goal, he did have a role to play in the second goal. He gave that other player a nutmeg, which was good from him. And he gave it to Greenwood, and Greenwood got the assist. But a 6 for Bruno. It was a good performance from Bruno. Pogba, 8. 8 for Pogba. Outstanding. Outstanding man of the match performance from Paul. Outstanding. 8. I would love to give him a higher rating, but I think his first half was just average. He never have a very good first half, but the second half was so good, so I'm going to give him an 8. Edison Cavani as well, I give Cavani an 8. Strong performance from Cavani. Strong performance. I saw him holding the ball. I saw him linking the play. So good. He's so comfortable on the ball. 8 out of 10 for Cavani, and Mason Greenwood as well. 8 out of 10. Greenwood got an assist and a goal, so you have to give him that rating. Greenwood was a substitute player, came on, but he changed the game for us most definitely. So 8 out of 10, but Paul Pogba man of the match. Paul Pogba man of the match. He ran that game. Matic came on too late to even give him a rating. If I give Oli a rating, I give Oli probably a... I'll be generous. Oli made the substitution with Greenwood. He made a substitution with Greenwood, and I did see his instructions that he gave to the team in the second half, where the fullbacks were taking up very high positions in the opposition's around the opposition's box. That's all his instruction. Clear that's an instruction, because both of them were doing that continuously throughout the second half. So I'm going to give Oli a 7. Because I could see that instruction, and because he brought Mason Greenwood on, I'm going to give him a 7. I'll be lenient with this manager. Well, I say he deserves a 7. We won. I saw some of his tactics. He deserved a 7. I was happy with this game, guys. I'm very happy with this game. For me, we have solidified second place. And we go again. We go again midweek. We're playing Granada. That's an easy game. It's a simple game. We've got a 2-0 lead. Very simple. For me, I want to see some of our squad players like Diallo get some minutes. I don't think he'll start, but I want to see him get some minutes. So this is my match review, guys. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to 500 subscribers. Help me get there, guys. I'll see you all. Ciao.